to show you how I made this perfect oxtail. This oxtail is from Dres Meat Store, and at Dres Meat Store we make sure that your meat is hygienically packaged and expertly sliced to your preference and for your convenience. Once you receive your oxtail, wash the meat and pat it dry to remove any excess water. You're going to preheat your pan, and once your pan is dry, add a little cooking oil. When your oil is ready, add the washed oxtail and allow it to brown on both sides. Browning gives the meat a locked-in flavor and gives your dish a rich and delicious taste. As the oxtail browns, I prepare my fresh vegetables, that's onions, garlic, ginger, carrots, tomatoes, and green pepper. Slice them into pieces that are easier to cook. To have an even distribution of the browning, you have to keep turning your oxtail once every 3 to 4 minutes, or according to how high your heat is. Keep checking on your oxtail once in a while so that you do not have a burning that could bring in a little bit of a bitter taste in your meat. This recipe is kept simple to fit your busy lifestyle while helping you create delicious meals for your family or just for yourself or a single friend. Great food doesn't have to be complicated. One thing about oxtail is that everyone who enjoys meat, this is a particular part that they always want to eat. So if you're a meat lover out there and you have not tried out oxtail for your family meals, for gatherings and whatnot, this is a recipe or a meat that you should not miss on your next meal. Now that our meat has browned on both sides, we remove it. So please make sure to pay attention to those smaller pieces that cook faster than the bigger ones. They always need more attention so that they do not burn. On the same pan where we braised our oxtail, you do not wash it because we have a flavor that is still on the pan. That browning that you see is not a mistake. It's part of the flavor. Add your onions, your garlic, and your vegetables, whichever order you take, because there is no formula to this. Once your tomatoes have juiced up, it's time to season. Personally, I used turmeric, I used curry powder, and I used Royco for this recipe. You can add a little bit of more spices depending on how your taste buds react to them. Royco will help us thicken this soup and give it a rich taste and flavor. Once all this is ready, transfer to your main pot of cooking. It could be a pot or a pressure cooker or a saucepan or the oven. Personally, I used the pressure cooker. I cooked it under pressure for 15 minutes and after slow cooked it for another 2 hours to make sure that the oxtail is ready. If you're using a pot or if you're using a normal pan, you can cook this for 3 hours at most to make sure that it is tender and ready to go. Now my meat is ready. I garnished it with coriander and served it with rice. Let's test it. And for all the men who like soup, this is part of your not to miss meals. And we enjoyed this as a family, so thank you. See you on the next meal. Bye-bye. I remain your girl Brenda. Please order this from Dres Meat Store and we shall be happy to serve you. Thank you.